about the funeral scene. What made lady? This is all I got right here. What made you? What made you write the funeral scene? What made you kick him off? What made
Because he deserved it. That's
he
what.
absolutely
He
did.
deserved it. He deserved it. Because this was my thing with David. David was never contrite. He was never, never, never remorseful for his actions. It was always, we'll just get over it. Well, we can move past it. Well, we can do this. Well, we can do that. Sir, say you're sorry. You literally have me out here supporting your two kids with my cousin because you won't step up and do what it is you're supposed to. You and this trifling girl. And now you're going to sit up in this casket and you have the audacity, the unmitigated gall to have these people in my face thinking that I killed you and you resting? No, no. Slugs, handle it, please. Handle it, thank you. Yes, and he did. And I love Yakuba for that because Yakuba wasn't going to let nobody play in his baby's face. Nobody was going to play in Jazzy Baby's face as long as Yakuba Slugs Miller was around. And I love that man.
The kicker was when she kicked his head.
Jada punted that head like a PAT.
I was on the ground. I was done. I was done with you. I was done with Jada. I
He
was
deserved
done with Yakuba. I was done. I was done with the book. I probably threw the book across the bed. Listen, the way I devoured this book, then no, and then the whole kidnapping night.
Nighty night, Jazzy Baby. I know, they're so cute, aren't they? It wasn't just like, hey, I'm going to knock you out. It's like, okay, well, I wish you a good sleep. Here we go. He's such a gentleman, even when he's knocking people out. Nighty night.
The
Oh.
way I screamed.
Hmm.
I cannot with you. I can't. So wait. So then the 19 convictions.
19 arrests.
The 19
We
arrests.
have no
No
conviction.
convictions. But she knew exactly what she was doing.
All the time. Jada is. Y'all remember Pinky and the Brain? The cartoon?
Yes. Uh-huh.
That's both sides of Jada, is the two of them. There's the one that's going to always be foolish. And then there's the mastermind. She just happens to be both. And her superpower is charm. She is so charming. She knocked her cousin over in a porta potty full of refuse and was grinning at the police officers, asking them about their families. And, well, Jada, we got to take you down. Well, why? I didn't do anything. Who said I did anything? Who can prove I did this thing? No one. No one. No one can prove it. In an elf costume, you damn right. With the jingle bells on the toes. Absolutely.
Do you ever be like, that's going to get him?
No. No. I really be like, wow, these people are going to think there's something wrong with me. But oh well.
Because I was like, she know good and damn well. She had us sliding down some walls, cracking up laughing at Jada and her tactics. And then she decided to fall in love.
Listen, when I tell y'all that Jada came through like a wrecking ball in my head, I'm not joking. Because I was sitting there and I was like halfway through the book and I was like, something is missing. Because I normally have the title of a book before I have anything. And I didn't have a title for Jada's book because it wasn't planned. And then I heard, like, in the back of my head, it was like, on the first day of Christmas, Black Santa gave to me. And I was like, oh my God, Jada made a Christmas list. I was like, Jada made a Christmas list. And so I literally had to go back and add the days of Christmas in because Jada told me that that's what we were doing.
So
So that's
your
what we did.
so her your characters talk to you.
Yes. Yes. I'm insane. It's okay.
What was his name? What was her? What was the hitter's name? What was
Smoke.
what was the name?
Smoke.
Smoke. Okay. I love that you humanize Smoke, not only in this book, but in
Oh,
his book.
JJ's. Yes.
I love that he then became kind of funny. He was not just, doing stuff, but he was.
He is developing more of a human persona now that he does not have to be a machine that's just a cog in the wheel of the order. And I think that it you see it more and more and more because there is a scene in this book where Liam and Baltair are saying to him like, did you think we were just playing when we said that you were our people and we were your people?
Right, right,
And
right.
Smoke just looks at them and he was like, if y'all wanted to be my besties, y'all could have just said that. And it's just like one of those like somewhat emotional scenes that his bluntness just it cuts the emotion out with humor, but you can tell he is doing it so that he still tries to keep himself set apart but still a part of the whole. He's such a sweetheart. The two of them together are ridiculous. I mean, the way that they drove that man insane in JJ's book and had them people move into his house while he was out one day, like even I was sitting there like, how does okay if
I
that's
was
what
going
y'all
to ask
did?
you, are you ever surprised by what you write?
Yes, yes, that right there got to me. Jameer's Dante's Inferno and the retribution that he got from certain people. I was like, girl,
It was the daddy for me. Daddy, what was his name? Oh, what was that man's
Cardinal,
name?
Cardinal.
Cardinal wore me completely out.
He was terrible.
He deserved that whole chilling experience.
My mind is not a dangerous place. It's beautiful in here. There's just shadows where you should not go.
Listen, keep me in the light. Keep me in the light. I don't want to be in the shadows with Jada because Jada might come get me. She scared me.
Jada is not the worst Cunningham sister. I need y'all to know and understand that.
Oh, the sister is worse.
Jada is the funniest Cunningham sister.
But
Her hijinks are great. Jasmine is the calculating Cunningham sister. Jerica is absolutely insane.
so she's getting a story.
She's in Baltair's story.
Are they?
Yes. She is the Hellion. Yes, the Shadowlands, L. Everywhere the light touches is ours. Jerica is Baltair's Hellion. Yes. The red-haired, full-figured, yes, they meet at JJ's wedding because Baltair has to be there because Liam is in Scotland because Frankie is giving birth in Scotland. And so he goes as a stand-in at JJ's wedding for the family because the whole family is over there.
When this book coming out?
It was supposed to be Friday, but they won't shut up. Before the end of the year, yes. We're about 50,000, 48,000 words in. So if I double that by the end of the week, we're looking at like the 27th, 28th. And
Mm.
she's not even like a calculating crazy like Jasmine or like a fun crazy, like we're gonna drive this man insane, like Jada. She's really just like, I'm a smack a hoe,
Girl,
and I'm a
but
dare a hoe to smack me back.
was it the no, maybe I'm thinking of a different character.
There's a part in this book where Baltair explains to her why he had to behead his father. And when she learns of all the things that his dad did to Baltair's mom, she literally says, "Where is he buried? Because I want to go and shit on his grave."
Is anybody in is in I haven't read your other series because I can't get listen, it is so hard to get to everybody's book. But when
Oh,
you
I
see
know.
certain books that you know you've read and you just gotta, cause this is series is kind of one of those, like, let me slide it to the side, let me get this book real quick because I already know what's going on. Is everybody else crazy in the other series?
Yes, everybody. Isn't it great?
Yeah, it is.
Xerxes is probably by far the craziest man I have ever written because there hasn't really been a crazy man. You know, we had Yakuba who was suave and calculating and just big and scrumptious. You know, he was a thick boy. And then we had Smoke, who was just mysterious and
Yes,
probably should be getting a check from somebody's government, but they can't
probably.
catch him. So, you know, he's like the Black Dexter, but he got rich doing it.
Right.
So that's just capitalism. We can't call him crazy. And then there was Liam, our poor little broken-hearted boy. And he was just doing crash out stuff because he was emotional and he didn't really know how to handle it. So we had to give
Yeah.
him a pass for that, right?
Yeah.
Then there was Jameer, who was like on the side of God and the angels. So we can't call that crashing out because
Yo, no, he crashed
he's
out.
doing the no, he was doing the Lord's work
He might have been doing the
every
Lord's work,
single
but he
every time.
listen. His mama needed to be where she needed to be. She needs to stay there for her life.
She's not going to stay there. Did y'all honestly think that I would make somebody as terrible as that woman and she was going to rest in a luxurious insane asylum for the rest of her life? Really? Wow. I need
Is
y'all
she
to know
gonna
me better than
escape?
that.
So she's escaping?
Oh no, she's not going to escape. She's not going to escape. There's no
I don't know.
escape.
She's gonna be. Listen, I just thought she was just gonna be in padded walls for the rest of her life.
She'll be in a room.
Listen, I'm not.
The hellhounds need
Right,
someone
Miranda.
to play with.
Please. So you about to have us jumping over out the window?
No, I'm not saying that. Anyway, we were talking about Xerxes. So Xerxes, oh well, no. We were talking about Priest and all his wonderfulness, and then we have Baltair, and he's such a sweetheart. He is, and he is very much like do what is right, but now I need to slit your throat because you were kind of doing what I don't want you to. But Xerxes is just a special kind of touched. You know, he is a stalker in the best way. I don't even know how. I should not be this giddy when I think about the absolute foolishness that this man is doing, but it's all in the name of love. And it is so beautiful. Like,
Tylee, don't listen. Tylee, Zerx is a gentleman, though.
he is such a gentleman. Tyler, see, you understand. When
Don't
he
aid in the
talks to
foolishness of
her,
Miss Monroe here.
when he talks to her so he doesn't say that she is just beautiful. He says that literally the glory of God can be seen in her face because all that is good and perfect is in her features. Like those are the kind of things that this man says. He speaks in Arabic and Farsi. My dude, sign me up for the oil money. He purchased her apartment building just so he could be closer to her. So So what if he breaks in from time to time to check on her?
So what?
It's necessary.
Listen, that's normal for him.
It is. It's not like he's kidnapping her. Yet.
But you about to have us on the edge of our seats.
It is dark romance, Darrell. Thank you. Dark. It's dark. And so what if he has to murder somebody in her living room? It was for her own good.
So is this considered dark romance? Or
I don't know
what would it
is.
okay, huh?
Probably.
What stories would you consider to be dark?
Out of all of them, probably Gabriel the most.
Yeah.
Baby, he put that girl in a room.
He did. Pregnant.
No, she wasn't pregnant yet. He got her pregnant in the room.
Yeah.
Kept her baby from her. Played music of her child crying to torture her.
Yeah.
Didn't feed her for a week. Yeah.
And kept the temperature cold.
Disassembled her car and stole her horse so she couldn't leave.
But she was batshit ass crazy too.
Francesca was not crazy. Okay.
Francesca.
Let's understand that Francesca did what she did because she was owed a debt. Okay. So yes, she kept that man alive and then decided to feed the ants. That can be considered help. That's being nice to insects.
I'm not playing with you. I'm not playing with you because I can't wait. I cannot wait.
It was romantic, Tylee. She made sure that her husband kept his promise to her of getting his head. I'm sorry. We were not going to let Liam go out like that, okay? So what? You got a little scratch. Sir, get it together, okay? I want his head. The ants have done the hard work for you. And then he had the audacity to ask her where she was going. I'm going to collect my prize, sir. I want my head. And it's on a pike. It's amazing. Sorry. It is on a pike at their house.
I can't wait. I can't wait because the amount of delusion of these people, of these characters. I can't wait. First of all, I'm here for it. You know how I'll be acting.
I know, right? But they are all justified in their actions. I mean, let's be honest. Has any of them done anything to anyone where someone hadn't done something to them first? No. No, never. Well, technically, Jada. But she was doing that in defense of her sister.
Yes.
Right? Because Deidre didn't technically do anything to Jada. Neither did Gladys. We like Gladys.
Mm-hmm.
Gladys is at the wedding.
Yeah.
Gladys was uninvited to the wedding, so she showed up anyway.
Gladys got what she deserved. I'm so sick of
Gladys hasn't gotten handled yet. Not thoroughly. She does in
she's getting exiled, but she's getting what she deserved.
I think that Dee and Gladys are going to finally go away, hopefully, at the end of this book.
No, I need Gladys to go away permanently. Hold on, let me. They're not
gonna kill their family?
Yeah.
And y'all are sitting here talking about me. She wants people to go away permanently. I just said that Gladys
needs to go away permanently.
Gladys technically
what I'm wearing to the service.
Gladys technically didn't do anything wrong except raise a terrible daughter. We'll get a new hat.
Yeah, we're going to get a new hat.
She does want her brother. She absolutely does want her brother, Michelle. It's very weird. It's very incestuous. Gross. It is. I don't know why. Oh, I did forget to bring my prayer cloth. I had my grandmother's handkerchief on the nightstand. I forgot to bring it over here. But yeah, Gladys is very much obsessed with being the only person in her brother's life. Like if y'all, there's a part in the book where she's yelling at our good sis Jerry. And she says, "Do you know how long I've hated you? I used to pinch you when you were a baby because I couldn't stand how much you looked like your mother." Who pinches babies?
Gladys
Gladys?
needs to go to the upper room.
I don't know. Baltair can't do it because he made a promise to his mother that he would never harm a woman because of how he came about.
Jerica
Liam
can do
can't.
it. Jerica can do it. Jada can do it. Smoke ain't made that promise. Listen, it's a whole bunch of them. Jacuba can do it. He don't do. Listen.
The bottom room. Amen. I like the bottom room.
Mm-hmm.
Put her in the basement. I don't know. I don't know if we're going off Gladys. That might be too much.
What was Jameer's wife's name? I can
Naima.
never remember the girls.
Naima.
Naima could do it.
Naima's got a little bun in the oven. She
And I
can't do
know,
it.
but what I'm saying is Naima
I
could.
mean,
She can. Somebody can poison somebody's food again.
Frankie did commit a crime though, like a whole pew pew while she was pregnant.
Is
So I guess
JJ gonna ever commit a crime?
I don't know.
Is he gonna be invited to the order?
JJ is very much affiliated. Like they're all at his wedding because he has just been around. Like y'all saw him in Jameer's book when he was just there, like getting his suit ordered and
Mm-hmm.
like, yeah, Tylee's right. Like JJ doesn't even have to put in work because he is literally surrounded by the people who have the people to put in work. JJ might just keep yoking people up by their neck at the basketball courts for talking greasy about his wife. Because that man got to keep his job. Y'all got to understand that.
Somebody
He's
got to
got
educate the children. Somebody
right.
got to educate the children.
He's got to keep his job. You know it.
Wait a minute. What happened to? I can't remember what happened to. What was that lady name? The one that was having it out with Jada that liked JJ. That
She
was the
she
teacher.
makes an appearance. Not in this book though. You're talking about Maggie's old
Yes.
home girlfriend. Yeah, no, she doesn't make an appearance. But there is potentially, possibly going to be two short story spin-off series next year's. One is called Renton's Finest. That's one of my small towns from the In the Mid series. And then the other one is going to be centered around Beacon Grove and like some of the people that are in Beacon Grove. I don't know. But we will see her and the ramifications and the fallout from her stuff and a couple of other people. Because remember that girl that was getting on Jada's nerves?
Mm-hmm.
She had them beacon colored eyes, but everybody was like, "You're a beacon." And she's like, "No, I'm not." And it's like, "Your mama's a hoe." Yes, you are.
Wait a minute. The reason why I did that is because when she did it, I was like, I know she lying. I know she is effing lying to me.
It was so weird because Jada was really arguing with a child. And I was like, I don't know who's wrong here. Is it the child for being rude to the adult or is it the adult for arguing with the kid?
But Jada is so talented. Like she can make cookies and desserts and stuff.
You
And
should see the wedding that she plans for them. It is stunning.
she's a wedding coordinator, but she is a menace.
Yeah, it's delightful.
Jada is probably my favorite female character. If we had
She's
to,
wonderful.
yeah, she's my favorite. She is my favorite. She is my favorite. Okay, question.
Yes.
When you first saw your name on the cover of your first book, how did that make you feel?
Like I won the lottery. I was like, damn, I did this? Wild. It's a very surreal moment. And it's so funny that you say that because my husband apparently searched my name and two of my books are on sale on eBay. And he was like, "You've made it." And I was like, "Who resold my But he was like, you sold so many books that like they're out there. And I was like, that's wild. It's wild to me. It's
What do you
wild to me
feel
that
is
I'm on a live right now and that people are sitting here talking about the people who are in my head because y'all love them as much as I do. I think that's bananas.
well, why? Why would we not? When I
I
tell
don't
you
know.
I fell in love with you with red roses and regrets, I was like, one day I'm gonna meet this lady. I am. I said
I ain't
one day
nobody.
I'm gonna meet her.
I'm just somebody's mama.
No, she'll be in Dallas, Tylee.
Y'all think I got y'all think I got time? I don't have no travel time.
But you know, the Boozy Book Tour, they're going to be in Raleigh next year.
I saw that. I've got to try because my husband, because he does wedding videography,
Mm-hmm.
we try to keep as many weekends open as we possibly can. So I've already taken up 3 next year. We have to see what's going on with his schedule for his weddings because
Mm-hmm.
I love y'all, but that man be charging big dollars for weddings. And I like not having to be on nobody's job. So
Ooh,
we gotta prioritize the mister just a little bit. It comes to the weekends.
Ivory J says Dandridge is fine, definitely in my top of my faves. Listen,
She needs to get out of here. She needs to stop. Cause ain't nobody finna make me cry on this live, okay? I'm
listen,
gonna
they
ignore
have you
y'all for the
crying
rest of
a
the
couple of
time.
times. Y'all be trying it. Y'all be trying it. Okay, what genre that you haven't written that you want to write?
Historical romance.
Really?
Yes. Oh, here, I'm gonna show y'all part of my room. It's messy. Don't laugh, okay?
Ain't nobody gonna do.
But do y'all see that? That's my entire Beverly Jenkins collection. Well, actually, that's not even all of it. I love historical romance. Love that woman. That woman. I absolutely would write one in a heartbeat. I have the basis for one because the family that started the consortium,
Mm-hmm.
they are the basis for the historical romance that I want to write, the original 2. Um, like the son that freed the families that then spread out to become the consortium. Yeah, that they are probably going to be written at some point. I just don't know when. But they're a very fun story. I get the feeling I'm gonna have to complete all of the consortium books and Angel's book and the Twins' book and Alpha and Omega's book before I can write it. But uh, girl, did you not hear all that stuff I said I gotta write first? Because y'all not gonna be wanting to hear about the origin of the consortium if I ain't even finished with the people yet. I still got to get through Xerxes. That's February, potentially. I need to write Ori, and now we have to do Gemma Marie, and we have to do Angel. So that's 4 more head of the consortium books to write.
So,
Then we've got a whole bunch of side people.
because Angel's book, I'm very intrigued to know. You left me on that cliffhanger. I was like,
That's not a cliffhanger. The people that you came to know about, you
they
learned
they
about.
did, but I want to know. That's a cliffhanger.
That was a sneak peek.
Sneak peek, cliffhanger, all the same to me. I need to know because listen, my nosy self needs to know everything because I'm immersed.
The background on Angel, in case it wasn't as clear in the book as it should have been, is that he is Gemma Marie's brother.
Right.
She got too close to finding out what happened to him, and Cardinal had her institutionalized at the behest of one of his other side pieces, which is Gemma Marie's aunt, who is currently controlling the Benoit branch of the consortium. because she got rid of all the competition. She sent, oh, and she's also the one who stole Angel out of his crib and sent him to Cardinal to throw him into training with the order. Hmm.
Okay, just one little small, and then we're gonna move on. Why you had that lady screwing her daddy?
That's not my business. I just report the news. And her brother, too, sadly.
Dandridge. Why
Hmm.
Carter was nasty. He knew that was his daughter, didn't he?
He had an inkling. I'm just saying. I don't know. Listen, he was terrible.
You just the
Okay,
vessel. You
that's
just
all
the
I got.
vessel. You
He
just the
was
vessel
awful.
that reports the story.
Yes, I don't make any of this stuff up. I'm just sitting there and they're like, "Hey, you want to know what we're doing? We're getting on a plane. Why are we on a plane? Because we're going to be niggas in Scotland." Oh, okay.
Did you have to do a lot of research for like the?
Literally, I'm writing something and then I'm like, "Dang, what is that supposed to look like? How does that go? What's the geography of this spot?" Okay. So their castle in Scotland is not real, but it is in a real location near real locations. So I had to go and look at all the maps of the real locations and do like the distance to see how far it would actually take them to get from
Right.
here to here to here. I had to do research on the peerage system and how that would work and make that a little bit different so that it could fit my story because I don't care. It's gonna do what I want it to do. I This is my playground. So yeah, it was it is that Gallic be beating me in the face. I'd be like,
Right.
for because there's sometimes I'm like, is this how this would really sound? And so then I got to go to YouTube and I've got to check in with somebody who is an actual Gallic speaker and I'm hearing how they talk just in regular conversation. And I'm like, okay, let me go say this in English, but write it with the accent that they have because they do a whole lot of like very guttural sounds. They drop their G's in a lot of stuff. They drop, if there's two T's in a word, they're going to drop the second T. So it's not better, it's better. There's like soft R's or in some things. Sometimes they're V's, some sound like W's. It's a lot.
Is it hard for you to do the research? Not everybody can research well.
Oh no, I love it. I love just knowing stuff. I am a vat of useless knowledge. My husband once told me, and the greatest compliment he ever gave me was when we had first started dating, and I wanted to go and I wanted to see if our mail had been picked up yet. And I got to the front of my subdivision, and then I was like, oh, it hadn't been picked up yet. And he was like, how did you know that? And I said, because everybody's flags are still up. And he said, wow, you are the smartest mouse in the maze. Oh, I'm so glad you read the book in the accent. When I do my voice notes for them, I do my voice notes in their voice. And yes, Michelle, Red Roses and Regrets is coming to audio at some point next year. I won the audio and color grant for it, and we are working on getting that done. And then we are working on getting the others done. If I had my druthers, Jada would come out next Christmas. You know, 'tis the season and all for holiday hijinks.
How do you consider yourself successful in this book industry? And what
I don't
does
know
it
how
look
to.
like to you? Huh?
Successful for me is being able to afford myself because I'm an expensive person. I be feeling bad for that man some days. Really, I really do.
But do
I
you feel like
am.
you're successful in this space though?
I'm getting there, and it's not really about like accolades or like I don't want to be traditionally published. I have zero desire for that. Um, I think it's just more so like moments like this. like genuine interaction, or when I'm at a book event. And like when I went to Indie Love this year, I told my husband, I was like, well, I don't want to invest too much because I don't want to come back with like a whole bunch of books.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was selling out of stuff and people were looking at me like I was crazy because I hadn't bought enough. And I was like, but y'all know me?
Mm-hmm.
When did that happen? So that's where I'm just like, dang, I might have a little
Mm-hmm.
like when Red Roses and Regrets hit the comma club, I was like, okay.
Look, Miranda said, "Duh, we know you."
She's such a sweetheart though. She really is. Like that girl, I just be sitting there watching her videos and I'd be like, oh, and she thinks I'm good. I'd be like, y'all don't understand. Because I am an introvert and because I'm not a person that just be out and about, when I see people who I watch for, my own book recs and stuff like that, and y'all tagging me and stuff, the first thing I do, I'm literally like a kid. I'll be like, baby, look what they said. Or sometimes my husband will comment on y'all's videos, and I'm sure y'all don't know who it is. And I'll get the notification, and I'm like, oh, my husband commented on a video about me that somebody else did. It's such like a inception, weird, like moment within a moment kind of moment. It's wild.
Because I was going to ask you that. How important is family support?
He has not read any of my books. He read half of my first book. My husband is not a romance reader. He's just not. But I tell everybody he doesn't have to be because he inspires everybody in the book. So there is a part of him in literally every character I write. Like Smoke's like quiet strength, that is my husband.
Mm-hmm.
Yakuba's being able to look at a situation and just have it handled, that's my husband. I know a lot of people haven't read the series, but In the Midst of Hell was a book about a man who just generally lacked sense. If he was a character that y'all identify, he is the male version of Jada to the 20th power. He has a biracial girlfriend and he calls her every biracial girl's name but her own throughout the whole book. He done called the girl Halle Berry. He done called her Halsey. Like every biracial girl name you can think of, that man called his girlfriend throughout the whole book. Complete serious moments. He's just calling her a random name. And that's my husband too. When somebody is getting on somebody's nerves, that is my husband. And so I used to be like, you need, and then I was like, girl, why? He supports you by giving you the fodder you need in order to, one, be able to do what it is that you do, and then two, remember that this is what love actually looks like. It's not love that's perfected on a screen or carefully curated on an algorithm. It's the times when you want to hit him in the mouth. And then it's also the times when he's helping you dig up sweet potatoes in the background. You're in the backyard. So
Have you ever caught him bragging?
he isn't a bragger.
Like my wife is an author.
He'll say something to the kids like he was like, yeah, your mama paid the mortgage this month. or something like that. Like, because we are our support.
Right.
We don't do a whole lot of extended family because those people are crazy. And so if he's gonna brag, he wants to brag where I hear him. But then his silent bragging is like, I woke up to being tagged in a video he did reading Red Roses and Regrets in his truck while he was waiting on like a job. And I was like, what are you doing? And he's like, I made content for you. And to me, that's his actions show me how proud he is of me. And we're not in my downstairs office, but I have a balloon that he got me when I published my first book. and that balloon still has air in it 6 years later. And I keep it behind my desk downstairs when I write. And it just says, congratulations. And he got me that balloon and he got me flowers when I published my first book. And so he's not a very big, grand gesture for everything person. But when he does things, they have the lasting impact of like they touch my soul. And
Oh.
it's the kind of stuff where I'm not like a loud love person,
Mm-hmm.
and neither is he. But I almost feel like the quietness of how he loves me shows me the depths of his devotion. Like he's not, oh, let me retweet this, let me do that. It's what do you need from me today so that you can get done what you need to get done? Or like let's game plan how I might be able to help you get the rest of your series audiobooks done so that we have another stream of income for your business. Or let's see how the LLC laws have changed this month. Like those are the kind of things that he does to support so that I can go and be a creative. Because yeah, I have an MBA and yeah, I can do the mental part, but then it takes away from the creative part. And so he'll handle that while I do this, and it means the world to me.
Jarrell said, "Can you help her write her vows?"
Yeah.
I love that. I love that because not everybody has support.
No.
Not everybody understands what it takes to be in a business like this. I was talking to my dad, and he was like, "You got an interview? I thought you got a job." And I was like, "No, Dad, I'm podcasting." What? Why you? What's the podcast? Sir, it's not that he does not support me. He just doesn't understand it. And now, one of my sisters like, "Dad, Nicole did this, uh, and she did that, and she said this, and you should be proud." So he goes, "Yeah." Now he's outside. My daughter is a podcaster.
That's so sweet, though. I ain't
He
talked to my
told me
daughter in
last
like
week.
5 years.
He told me last week I was interviewing E. Bowser, and he said,
I love her so much.
"Me too, me too." He says, I didn't have a voice because I had went to a party before. So there's this plastic ball game that we play, and it has prizes inside. So you never know what's in the prizes. What's inside. So it's liquor. It may be some money, lottery tickets, condoms, hand sanitizer, all kind of little just candy. It's all kind of stuff in this game, and so you have to unwrap the plastic ball,
Oh my goodness.
and you can't tear it and you can't poke a hole in it. But the person to the left of you have to roll the dice. It has to be doubles. And while they're trying to get the double, you got to unwrap it as fast as you can.
That's fun.
So I'm the moderator. I
I
didn't
don't want
have
to
a
be the
voice
model.
when I left. God kept saying double, double, double. Give on. You're not rolling fast enough. You're not unwrapping that fast enough. Just talk it. I didn't have a voice. So I was up the next morning trying to drink tea, trying to drink something so I could have some type of voice. And my dad said, "You better get your shit together because you got that interview now."
Not daddy knowing the schedule. Okay, dad.
No, because I have to call him and say, "Hey, Dad, my phone is gonna be on do not disturb because I'm getting ready to do an interview." If I don't call him, he will call me back to back to back to back to back, and then he'll show up at my door
Oh,
because
I
he
like dad. Dad is
that
not about his babies. I like that. That's good,
listen.
daddy.
It's annoying sometimes. It's good because if something happens to me, he knows something is going on. But sometimes it's annoying because if I don't want to go out, I might be trying to have sexy time. You coming in messing with what's going on over here, sir.
Father, I'm doing things
I'm
that
busy.
will burn your retinas if you
Listen,
look
I'm
at
trying to do a cartwheel. I'm trying to do a handstand. Listen, sir.
splits, back bends.
I'm trying to listen. I'm trying to figure out some things, and you never know what I'm doing over here. So if I don't call him, say, "Hey, Dad, I'm offline for a couple of hours," don't. Yes, definitely a presso. But if he's don't, I'm busy. So if I'm podcasting, you can't be ringing the doorbell, because then my dogs are at the door trying to let you in, and they can't. And
Yeah,
they
well,
gonna let you know they hear you outside. Right now they snoring. Ish. They're not even in here. But uh yeah, so I love him with all my heart. He is my
that's so
bestest
sweet.
friend.
See, that's
Um,
the kind of daddy I think my husband is going to be. He's
yeah.
absolutely like he has been obsessed with our children since the stick came back positive. He knew I was pregnant with the first one before I did.
I'm not gonna say my father was obsessed. He was not obsessed with us until my mother passed away.
Oh, bless your heart.
No. So I'm not saying we had the worst childhood, because we did not. I'm
No,
not
I'm talking
saying that
about the
my father
love that
didn't love
mama
us.
had.
I'm not saying that. But my father became dad and mom when my mother closed her eyes, when they pronounced her, he became a whole different person.
Oh,
He became our friend, he became our mother, he became our father. Not that he wasn't father, but he allowed my mom to do mom things.
right.
When I tell you, I could tell him anything, anything.
I love a good daddy. I don't
Yeah.
have a good daddy. So every time I see somebody being a good daddy, I'm like, yes.
And for years, I used to downplay it because I knew everybody didn't have a good father. I used to be like, oh yeah, he's fine. Da, 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 da. But then I was like, why am I blocking my blessing? Why? Why do I have to downplay? I used to play myself small so much. A lot of my
Ooh,
friends don't have degrees. I used to play myself small. A lot of when I talk about school, I'll be very cognizant and talking about things that happened to me at school, because you didn't go to school. That's not my problem. That's not my You made that choice. I didn't. So why do I have to downplay my level of intelligence to fit into your world? I did that for many, many, many years. I refuse to do it again.
I hear you. You shouldn't have to.
You shouldn't. But I downplayed my relationship because, again, they didn't have fathers. Well,
I
you're
think
this
it's
and you're
it's a
that and
con.
you're spoiled. Call me what you want to. He's still my daddy at the end of the day. And I am. I'm not going to lie. I'm
And
very
I can do
spoiled.
that.
I'm 55 years old, soon to be 55. I can call my dad and say, "Hey, Dad, I need $5,000 tomorrow. Can I borrow it?"
Can I borrow him?
And he'll be like, "Do I need to know what it's for?" And if I feel like I need to tell him, I'll tell him. If I can't tell him, I'll be like, "Dad, I'll give it back to you." He is not one to question us. I know all the ins and out of Mr. Dawson.
Oh, I love that. Good daddies make my heart happy.
Listen, I'm very blessed in that. I'm not taken away from my mother at all, because she was phenomenal when she was here. I feel like she's my angel. I feel like she's still carrying me. I think that she's still teaching me in lessons that I'm learning along the way. I
Oh my
think
God.
that you have to listen. You do have to listen to your intuition. I believe that's my angel. She's on my shoulder always. I believe that my grandparents are angels. My godfather, I'll tell you a quick story and then we're going to get back to this interview. You have to treat people how you want to be treated, right?
Yes.
I grew up with my godfather from birth to 35 ish before he passed away. I treated him the same way that we treat my dad. If my dad got a tie for Father's Day, my godfather got a tie for Father's Day. It might have been the same tie. If my dad got whatever he got, my God, he got everything. We could talk to him. We would speak with him. He would go on trips with us. He used to bring me from my mom's house, my parents' house, to my grandmother's house because he wasn't working at the time in the morning, because that was the transportation. That was their they were
That was
this
his role.
that was my father's very, very best friend. Do you know this
Aw.
man left me this house that I'm living in? Do you know he left because it was a mortgage to this house? He left me money so that I could fix things in my credit so I can put it in my name.
Good night.
Do you know not only me, he left my sister a duplex and he had kids. Do you know his kids then couldn't have the time of day with him? We spent every waking moment. When I was getting married, I'm a been in a fiance. I'm a professional fiance.
Me too.
Listen, I was a fiance for a long time by several men. When I was
Mine
getting
never lasted
married,
long.
he took me to the end of the street. He said, I want to talk to you. He had a real conversation with me. He said, I'm not your father, I'm your godfather. I need to know that you're safe. I need to know that you know what you're doing. When you don't like him, what are you going to do? You can't just divorce him. When he's
That's
doing this, are you going to be okay? When he stopped doing this, are you going to be okay? He had a real conversation with me, a
that's
real
amazing.
conversation. I think I pissed him off one time in my life, just once, because I told him he cannot take pictures at my mother's funeral because I don't want to see that ever again.
I understand that.
And he got over it. Don't get me wrong, he got over it. But I was very adamant. My mother said she didn't want us to see that, and I didn't want to either. No pictures, no phones, no none of that. Please do not do us like that. I don't want to see this ever again. This is horrible. So,
I can understand that though.
right?
Completely.
I don't understand how people take video of funerals. I just no, that's too much.
Somebody somebody reached out to my husband about that and he was like, bruh, what do I say to this? I was like, you say no.
I mean, but it's not that person's fault. I mean, as long as the people or the family is okay with it, then that's fine. But that was the age of the cell phones started coming out and videos and stuff like that. I don't want to see no pictures. I don't. I can see it in my mind. I don't need to see it in physical form. But moving along, just the lesson in that is treat people with respect and kindness, because you never know how they will turn out for you later. They might do something nice, they might not do nothing at all, but at least you know. Okay, that's Nicole's moment. Got a question for you.
Yes.
If you can invite, because this is for everybody, I ask everybody this, five
Okay.
people to dinner, dead or alive, five authors, who would they be?
All authors?
All authors. Or writers. I will say writers, not authors. And I'm going to tell you my five, because mine changed weekly.
Okay, this list is going to be real varied, but for reasons. One of them is absolutely Beverly Jenkins because
Okay.
duh. Um Probably E Bowser because I love her. Aubrey J because she don't have good sense. She don't, even though she try to act like she does. Um Zora Neale Hurston.
Oh, that's a good one.
I love Zora Neale Hurston. My favorite short story by her is The Gilded Six Bits. I adore that book. And then who would number 5 be? Oh, CCJ.
Okay.
CCJ, yeah.
So my 5 are Tyler Perry, because he needs some new writers. No, don't get me wrong. I am a Tyler Perry fan, but I need some new writers, some new ideas. That's you would definitely be able to write for Tyler Perry. Um, Hush. Sorry.
You're fine.
Um,
My daughter was just hollering.
Number 2 is Maya Angelou.
Oh, that's a good one.
I need her to know the foolishness and the mayhem that you write about, and to see what she say.
I don't know if I want that lady reading,
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
not even posthumously.
He's gonna be like, and the cage bird sings and continues. Uh-oh, she's offline. Come on back. Hold on. And she pops in. If y'all see her, hey y'all. Hey Latoya Nicole. Hey Miranda. Hey Aubrey J. Here she goes. Where you go, sis? Go. Gotcha.
We had to switch devices. One of them was dying.
Okay.
And the toddler is trying to break into our room.
So I have Tyler Perry, Maya Angelou, E. Bowser, because y'all both on that same kind of
Worse than me. Let's keep it real.
y'all both on that same wavelength. But I have a mix of new and old.
Okay.
So you definitely, because you need to be in there on the conversation. Oh yeah. Yeah. But I'm trying to decide Aubrey J because I need her brand of crazy but are crazy.
Okay. Like she's talking about she was gonna cry and like now she's giving me the side eye and it's like, ma'am, but it's wonderful.
Exactly. Aubrey J, because I loved, listen, Trench has had me in such a chokehold. It had me in such a
Made me
chokehold.
go find that lady.
Listen, what's the crazy boy name that was thought he was pregnant? What is his name? It escapes me right now. Listen,
You just over here getting loved on. Accept it.
yes, him, Genesis, Cruz, all them had me in a chokehold. But I tell you, I laughed so hard at his antics. Then I'm slashing her with a mystery guest because we need her money. Oprah.
I ain't got a whole lot for that lady.
You might not have a whole lot, but I need her money.
Is she paying for dinner?
She paying for dinner and she paying for your projects. I
You
need
know,
her to pay for these projects.
my husband asked me the other day, he was like, if some copy paper people asked you to like buy your catalog, how much would you sell it for? And I was like, I wouldn't. He's like, you crazy. I was like, why in the world would I sell it to them so they can just dumb it down into some nothingness so that it looks nothing like what I originally intended it for it to be?
No, no. Please don't. Please don't.
I never would.
So, but no. But we do. I want Oprah's money, but I want the creative control.
That's the only way I would do something on a grander scale. But we have such a hustler's mentality in this house. You know, my husband, this is probably the worst thing he ever did. But he literally quit his job when I was 7 months pregnant, just randomly one day. Because now, to his credit, he already had a business that he was working. And so everything worked out the way it should have been. But he was just like, I'm really tired of working for somebody else. And I'm like, bruh, maternity leave. What are you doing? um, but he ended up expanding his business, which was just a photo booth business, into the wedding videography business, into the commercial videography business. So it was a wonderful decision with terrible timing. But I would never do any kind of project on any scale if he wasn't involved in it. Just point blank. Because why am I hire somebody else to shoot videos when I got a whole man at the house and $60,000 worth of equipment who could do the same thing? No, thank you. We'll handle it.
Right
Thanks.
there. That right
And
there.
that was my thing, because people are like, oh, well, we have our people. Okay, well, I have my person. And just like your comfort is with these people, my comfort is with this person. If I could put my life in his literal hands, as I have multiple times given birth to his children, and he's had to be my advocate, you think I'm not going to put my work in his hands? Y'all crazy.
Listen, I feel you. I feel you. But I'm just saying, I just need her for the money. That's what
Just
I
like,
need her for. I need you for your I need you to push this project. That's what I need you for. Push the project. I just what pisses me off about celebrity book clubs is they don't include you guys.
and they never will, because there's no kickback for them. I think that once you get to a certain status in this world, there's still a certain part of you that has to pay homage to the machine. No matter how much you say you are against it, to successfully move fluidly through this world, to navigate it at the level that so many of them do, there's parts of themselves that they have to leave behind. And it's almost the antithesis of what we believe making it is. Because making it to us is, well, we get to do what we want. You know, we have the money to genuinely be ourselves. And you see time and time and time and time again that that's just not true. Making it means conforming. Even if it's, a fringe conforming, there's still a part of you that is tamped down, that's lessened, that's made more palatable to the masses, because that's how the machine works. You can have outliers within the machines, but the outlier has to be within a certain range.
Mm-hmm.
We're already outliers because of this. So
What
I
do you
don't know.
see? But where do you see yourself in 5 years with that knowledge, with what you have going on, with your husband being an entrepreneur with several businesses? Where do you see your family in 5 years? Because I see dynamic powerhouse. Like it's going to be sickening.
And see, that's my biggest thing. There are times when I think along those lines, but to me, the biggest thing that I want is to be happy. And if reaching for those things doesn't bring me happiness, then I won't do it. Because we sacrifice a lot for me to be here with our kids, for us to be as set apart from the system as we can be.
Mm-hmm.
And so I wouldn't want to pick a project that gives me the same feelings that having a 9 to 5 gave me. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Beholden to somebody else. Um, one of the things that, I said he was looking into doing was helping me do more of like my get my backlist on audio in audio format and things
Mhm.
like that. And we've talked about and toyed about the idea of shooting shorts, like taking certain parts of certain books and hiring people to act out, certain scenes in certain books. It costs a whole lot of money to produce a book.
It does, and do.
And sad to say, like my books are like ain't none of these people broke.
At all.
So, they can't hop in my little Honda Pilot and shoot a scene. they got they got to actually, we have to rent a whole lot of cars.
Right.
But if I had like stretch goal, wildest imagination, I would absolutely love for someone to take the concept of maybe not even the consortium, but if I had my pick, I would want somebody to take either the concept of the Orphan series or the concept of the In the Midst series, because it deals with social justice and it deals with people basically getting their lick back at the system in the most brutal way. I would want someone to take that, and I would love to see that be somewhere, whether it's on YouTube, because me and this man done acted it out with like Barbies or something like however it came to fruition. I would love to see that, but only if it made me happy.
But if you have the opportunity, which book, which series would be on the big screen?
In the midst. Absolutely. It's about a small town where this one family has been targeted specifically by the corrupt police department in their town. And it all comes to a head one night when this man is getting arrested and this woman refuses to just be a bystander filming, and she gets involved and their romance blossoms from that. But the backdrop of it is basically what we as a people experience daily. I got the idea of the series during the George Floyd issues that happened. And part of my own family's history is woven into it because my mother grew up in a small town and her grandfather left the house one day and disappeared, and no one knows what happened to him. And I think that there's probably hundreds of families, thousands of families who have that one person.
My
And
grandfather, my
people,
grandparents.
oh well, they just ran off, or they had another family. So where's the social security that they never collected?
Right.
Or where is the evidence that they went somewhere else?
Right.
Why are all of their things besides what they carried with them still here? And I think that stories like that need to be told not from a we want y'all to understand point of view, because frankly, I'm tired of teaching people things that they already know. I want it to come from a point of view of this is what you've done. And now these are the sins of your forefathers that you were having.
Exactly.
Like, it's almost like y'all need to be put on notice that the ideal of untouchability is an ideal,
Right.
not an actuality. And
Right.
that's what the midst does. It puts these people on notice that, yeah, no, no, we're not gonna do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that would be that. And then the consortium, of course, comes in second. Because it's just fun.
You know what? The consortium. I need that as a whole mini series. I need it to go on for years and years and years. I will watch that. It's certain TV shows that I will watch. I'm not a big TV person anymore. I used to be, but baby, I will watch that. I would watch that. I would watch that. I need that to be on somebody's TV because I would holler. I would
I
watch anything that an author that has made into a movie or a TV series. I will watch whether I like the book or not. I'm gonna watch it, but it's got to be us. It can't. Yeah. It
I
got to be us.
would love for like Hallmark to pick up Jada's Christmas list.
They not, but BET Plus might. BET Plus because they show the foolishness and the mayhem. BET Plus will.
He would
I
be
need that.
he would be such a fun holiday movie to watch, don't you think?
Listen, I just
It
want to see
starts
the whole.
at Thanksgiving and then it ends at Christmas, and it's just got this mayhem in between.
I need to see that whole porta potty scene with the outfit on the elf, her being an elf. I need to see that. That has to be in there.
That was probably because, like, when you think about it, it's really like,
That's diabolical, though.
and she's just standing there, just like so calmly proud of herself. Like, woo, I got that out of my system. Let me go back and put these kids on Santa's lap. And it's like, girl, you're going to jail.
That shit crazy. Jada is batshit crazy, and I love it for her.
Girl, you are going to jail. They are not going to let you around these children.
Okay, because I gotta wrap this up. Because guess what? I gotta go work. I have to go
Uh,
slay some cocktails. This is my last weekend of the year, so
that's not too bad. You have a
I
good.
was retired for a long time, and they keep trying to bring me back.
Well,
Um,
here's what I wish got more love.
if you could describe yourself in one word, what would it be? Because I got a word for you.
Manic.
Okay, okay. Mine is futuristic, and let me tell you why. I see Dandridge Monroe everywhere. I see in my mind's eye. I see you on TV. I see you on the box screens. I see your books being made into movies, into screenplays. I see it. I see your characters. I see it. I don't know why I see it. That's the spirit, my spirit talking. I see it. You can
We'll
look at
see.
me like if side eye me if you want to. I'm just telling you what
No,
my
I'll
my
be
spirit
sitting here
is.
like, that sounds stressful.
It might be stressful, but I see it. I'm not saying that it's going to happen in 5 years. I'm saying it's going to happen.
Maybe one day. I think it would be fun.
I'm
I
going
think
to
that
see Dandridge.
I have very not I have very lofty standards. Because it's going to be really hard for me to find a 6'7", 250, 270 pound man with like a full beard and a deep voice that's got like that presence about him
You don't
and
have to
can.
be 6'7". It's called movie magic.
I don't know about that.
You
I
can
don't know
just
about
listen. Just listen. Hear me out. Hear me out. You might have to find you a very very short woman,
she's
and he
always
might be 6'3", but she is 6'7" with the appearance of 6'7". And you might have to find people that are very, they're shorter than him, much shorter. But it's called movie magic because if you think about it, everybody that's The Rock look like he's about 10 feet tall, and he's not. He's not. Only person that's tall that's on TV for real is Shaq
Jason Momoa.
and Shaq.
Yeah, he's huge.
But again, you can find a basketball player. You might have to give him some acting classes.
Every time I think about putting Gadiel and Gashka in audiobook, I'm like, where am I gonna find a black voice actor that's going to be up for the challenge of A, learning the Gallic, and then B, the accent.
That's
But that's
nice.
why they're actors, right? Y'all get into character.
Exactly. So
Well,
I see so much promise. Not that you don't have it, but I see it. I feel it. It's in my bones. I see so much more than just being an author. And you just writing out stories. I do. I feel like I'm gonna see Dandridge Monroe on the big screen somewhere.
hey, look, if you prophesizing, I am not going to deny anything.
I don't know
that
how you're gonna do it.
that Lion King man is too light to be anybody but Liam.
I'm just
And
saying.
look what it is.
I need the dress. I need the man that's on the cover.
Look,
Cause he was fine.
man is
Jameer is fine.
Jameer is he's a scrumptious little.
Yes, yes, yes.
They all are though.
So yes, that's a yes for me. Y'all gonna be like this old horny old woman. Listen, I'm looking, I'm seeing.
You were just in tune with what it is that you like. There's nothing wrong with admiring a
I'm just
good
saying.
compilation of facial features.
I'm
Nothing
just
wrong with
saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Just hey, daddy. Um, where could the people find you before we even do that? Pop your shit. What you got going on for next year? How many books can we expect?
I'm trying to cut back because if I finish this one, I think that makes either book 9 or book 10 for this year. And I can't do that again. I can't do that again.
Okay.
I'm planning 6. It will probably end up being 8 because that's just how it works out. I don't know. It just all depends. It all depends because I have a whole paranormal series that I didn't even plan to write this year that I wrote in 3 days over Halloween, and I didn't sleep. I didn't sleep. No, I literally stayed up for like 40 hours to finish it. And then I started writing something else, which is a continuation of a book that I did for Southern Hearts. And then I put it to the side. But then I've got 2 books that I have to get done in Q1 next year, in addition to Xerxes' book. So, yeah, it's probably going to be like 10 books.
Lady, that's like a book a month
I know. I know.
with a family of little ones
Yes.
and a husband.
Yes.
It's homeschooling.
Yes. The more you say, okay, because these books they're 2 years behind schedule.
Okay, and we don't know that though.
Y'all do know it. Well, the people who've been around for a long time, they know. One of them is called For the Love of City, and the other one is called Black Gold Valley. And these books have been set up for like 2 years. And so people will ask me, like, hey, when's Portia getting a book? And I'm like, soon. And then I come out with 3 books that have nothing to do with her.
So are you listening to the characters in your head? Because sometimes the characters be like, I need you to write me now.
They do. That's exactly what happens. Because Portia's book was supposed to happen this fall, and then Priest decided.
Making an appearance.
Yes. And so she keeps getting pushed back. And then the other book, the Black Gold Valley book, keeps getting pushed back. But I want to have it done for Black History Month and before I see y'all in Texas because it's Black Cowboys.
I'm
So we'll,
excited.
I am
So,
too.
will you have any pre-orders for Texas?
I'm putting it up tomorrow. Putting it up tomorrow.
Be
I
prepared
was,
because I might be buying out your catalog.
well, like I said, we'll talk offline. Um, yeah. And then the other thing is I want to do pre-orders, but then between now and March, I could write another 4 books.
Girl, you are
So
a mastermind. You are a mastermind, and I love it. I love it.
for next year, I will be at 4B, which is Boots, Bulls, Books, and Bling.
Yes.
Something. It's those four in order that I can't ever remember. And my apologies to Monica. My brain just won't. The alliteration is not there, so it won't stay stuck. But we call it 4B. So I'll be at 4B in Texas. I'll be at Indie Love in Atlanta, and I will be at Southern Hearts in Columbia, South Carolina. Those are the three that I have set in stone for right now. Could more stuff be added? Potentially.
Okay. Okay. Where could people find you since TikTok might be disappearing out of our lives? Where can
You
people
guys
find
can
you?
always come join me in the den. It's called Dandridge's Den on Facebook. I'm probably in there every day. Um, and I really do treat it like it's my house. So y'all just come like it's random streams of consciousness. It's previews of books. It is character visuals. Just come in, sit down, tell me your favorite snack when you introduce yourself, and then just have at it. Like I'll have people and they'll be like, "We just got here. How did we not know about you?" And I'm like, "Child, I don't know. I've known me for 41 years. I don't know what to tell you." But thank you kindly for.
I
I'm glad
cannot wait. I'm about to come join you in the den. And
I'm glad
then
you had a good time now. We be acting up.
Facebook to okay, let me tell you why I be so leery of Facebook. Some of y'all readers stop it. Some of y'all readers take it so seriously. Like these people are real. And they might be real in your head, but they not real to everybody else. I'm on my way to the den. If y'all come for me because I declaimed somebody, just know I'm coming back.
No, your girl has an entire like thread of sister wives. So
Oh,
yeah. I think Elle, she has claimed Jacoby. So I think that's only been like a little fight. That wasn't a big fight. Look at the
first
baby.
of all, this is every damn video. This is
This
they
sweet
my book club. They know this is every damn video. Don't look at me like that.
because Elle, that's your man. Forgive me for trying to help you keep your claim on your man. I could have
Listen,
just been like, it's a free for all.
listen. This is ridiculous. I am very much a Jameer wife. I'm the pastor's side piece.
Let's get our first lady hats on.
Yes. Well, this is my funeral hat because all the mayhem that you be causing. Can I do this? Just here, sit.
I don't let you.
Here we go.
Jameer is he's such a good man. That's such a good man. Even if he did,
There we go.
y'all do
Am
realize
my
that
funeral ready?
y'all do realize that Cardinal Skeleton is the one that he had at the carnival at the church, right? No.
I did not realize that.
Okay.
No kissing.
Yeah. Yeah. Carnival is the one who is the skeleton that looks so lifelike with the little bits of clothing on it.
I am screaming.
Yeah.
I did not realize that.
Damien is still alive, guys.
So is Damien gonna still be on the offensive or he's still on the defensive side?
He is just he is waiting until we can determine what happens to him. We haven't decided yet.
He ain't spoken. He not talking.
He can't. He's descending into madness currently.
Girl, I'm not playing with you. I'm not playing with you. I'm not playing with you at all. I'm not playing with you. So for those that's looking for Dandridge, you are on Dandridge's Den in Facebook. Are there any
Yeah.
other social platforms that you're on?
Instagram, Dandridge underscore Monroe, I think. Facebook, Instagram. I don't go on that other former bird app because terrible human. Um, that's about it. Email me. Go to my website. You can always chat with me. I tell everybody just slide in my DM somewhere and I'll reach out.
What's the best way to support you?
Come tell me, hey.
Okay.
Y'all, I don't think that y'all understand that like when people be coming to talk to me, I'll be like, and it makes my whole day.
Don't tell nobody that because you know these fools will be on here trying to be talking to you all the time.
But then I'll talk back. And then we start talking and then we'll voice note. And then y'all will know stuff that's going on in books before other people will. That's how it always happens. It's a
I
fun time.
definitely, definitely, definitely. Well, we're gonna talk on the offline anyway.
Yes.
But, ma'am, I so appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming on Pop Your Shit. I
Yeah.
listen. This video will be in two parts, maybe three, depending on how the length, because the length might be kind of long. So it might be three parts. Um, and as normal, this will be up on YouTube tomorrow.
Yay.
Okay, so look for Booked and Busy at YouTube. If you can't find it, inbox me and I'll send you the link. Um, Make sure you like and subscribe. My YouTube, since I am going to be heavily on YouTube. Um, Thank you, Darrell. Thank you, Miranda. Um, I'll be make sure you click that reminder button on YouTube. Also, I am going to be on Fanbase. I'm still learning Fanbase. So Fanbase is Black owned by Isaac Hayes Jr. I just got a notification that there's another one that's similar to TikTok. And some of our my book club books we love to discuss, they're going to be testing it out to see if they like it. They're beta. They're going to be signing up for the beta try out or however you call it.
Gotcha.
So I will let people know as soon as I find out. I am on Limit 8 under Booked and Busy, Fanbase, Blue Sky, Threads, Instagram, and
Threads.
Facebook.
Threads is just my stream of consciousness. So
Yeah,
y'all don't want to look inside my head and my random thoughts.
I've
Don't
been
go.
seeing it. I've been looking at it. In addition to the full time job that I have, I just want to say thank you to you all you authors, to the content creators, to the readers for supporting here. Again, it my heart just be still, and my cup is always running over. I if it weren't for authors like you, I would not have this platform. So thank you. Thank you for pulling up. Thank you for putting up with the foolishness and my mayhem of the hats.
I
Listen,
love it.
I got tambourines. I got all kinds of stuff over here. I just got some new hats yesterday.
I got to get
So
me another one. I got to get me another one.
when you see me at the books, I'm trying to figure out if I'm coming in a cowboy hat or if I'm coming because I got two cowboy hats, or if I'm coming with a church hat.
I might have a church hat for you.
And hopefully, oh, so I'm going to announce now I'm doing a giveaway in March. I know this is time, so I got to plan properly. I'm giving away 55 books for my 55th birthday. So beware, know that um I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming hard with some good authors. It won't all be the same book, y'all. It will be several different books, several different genres. Um, I will be probably doing a tea party here on, not on Instagram, probably on, I don't know. I might be on Zoom. Who knows? I don't know where I'm going to be for my 55th because we don't know who's going to be able to give us the capabilities to have more than one guest. But I appreciate you.
Put out feelers and ask people to donate to your 55th book, your 55 book.
I've gotten some donations.
Okay, good.
I got some
We can talk
donations.
offline.
Yes, most definitely, most definitely. And uh, lady, Miss Arthur, ma'am, please stop taking me over the edge. But if I listen, because I don't know my hypertension. But you know what? You remind me of another author, and I don't know if you know her, Isla Cox. Your
No.
she wrote the Just a Taste series. She's a new author. She's here in California. But when I tell you, y'all personalities are so similar. It's almost right, Darrell. Doesn't she have the same characteristics as Isla? This the laughing, because Isla will have you in tears just laughing at her. So next week we have, before we leave this interweb, we have Friday, we have Olivia Linden, who wrote the R&B series. Saturday, we have Lady Creole. We're going to be talking about content creation and all things books. And then on the 22nd, I have two. I have Octavia Grant and I have Masterpiece.
Is she work
So,
husband?
huh?
Is Octavia Grant work husband? Let me go and make a note.
Listen, I told you I was coming with these heavy hitters. Heavy hitters. Before, listen, I got heavy hitters in January. I have heavy hitters in February, and I got some heavy hitters in March. I am now officially booking, and I have one date in March left, and I'm booking into April.
Oh wow, booked and busy is right.
And that's with me opening up new dates. I'm now doing Wednesdays starting January. I'm doing every other Wednesday in January. I'm doing Thursdays in January. I have one Thursday date open in January. Maybe. I think that date is closed for a reason. I'm doing Fridays and I'm doing Sundays.
I love how people have organization. I do not have that. Oh, I've got six. I've got six of those.
But wait. So when we went to Arizona, I lost my book. I didn't lose this book. I lost this book. What are my questions?
Oh no, that's the worst.
Listen, but it got my TBR in it. It has my podcast information and formation in it. I lost it, and I was so sad. And ma'am,
I'm
forget that
sorry.
TBR. Also, have you interviewed with Storm yet?
No.
I'm gonna
Yes.
need
No.
Black Girl
Yes.
Tired. I'm gonna
We've
need her to
talked.
reach out.
We've talked a lot, and I did the Boozy Book Tour this year. I'm trying to remember. Oh Lord, why is my child hollering?
Go see about the baby. I'm gonna have Storm reach out to you if you haven't interviewed with her yet, because you
Thank you
need to
so
be on
much.
Storm's podcast.
Let me go see what the hell you need.
Bye, y'all. Y'all have a good day and happy reading. Bye.